Welcome to Richard Lawson Pianos. In this video I'm going to be comparing two of the most popular grand pianos in the world. That's the Yamaha C3X and the Kawai GX3. So they're both medium-sized instruments that are found in homes, schools, and even smaller sized concert venues. So I'm going to be talking about the main differences and their distinguishing features for each instrument. So this is the Yamaha C3X. And this is the Kawai GX3. So both the GX3 and the C3X are built in Japan. So they are both built to very high standards, both in terms of the part quality used throughout, but also the level of craftsmanship. The GX3 is very slightly longer than the C3X by 2 centimeters. So it's 188 centimeters in length, as opposed to 186 centimeters with the C3X. So with that, you've got slightly longer strings, larger soundboard with this one. One of the major differences, though, certainly in terms of the feel and the touch of the instrument, is with the action. So the Kawai GX series uses Kawai's Millennium 3 action. So that has or partly employs carbon fiber parts, as opposed to the wooden parts you get with the more traditional action, as you have with the CX series. But with the carbon fiber parts, two main advantages to that. So it does make the action somewhat lighter, a little bit quicker, a bit more responsive, but also those parts are more durable, so they're much less likely to warp or twist or any of those sorts of things that can happen with more traditional wooden parts. Where the hammers are concerned, both the GX3 and C3X have very high quality hammers, but the C3X uses the same hammer felt as is found in the Yamaha CFX concert grand, so very high-end felt that's made from high-grade wool. The CX series actually came out relatively soon after the CFX, so this is in 2006. And the C3X does incorporate many of the same manufacturing techniques and same part materials as the CFX. So in addition to the hammer felt, the manner in which the soundboard is crowned is identical to the CFX, obviously on a smaller scale, since the CFX is 9 feet long. But the way in which the ribs are glued to the soundboard and the way that the soundboard is shaped is really helping to optimize the resonance potential of the soundboard, to give you as much tonal color as possible. Both the C3X and the GX3 have 4 backposts underneath the piano. The backposts of the C3X are slightly thicker though, so they're 6.5 centimeters thick, whereas with the GX3 the backposts are 6 centimeters thick. Having said that though, with the GX series you do have what's called the core system, so that's where the backposts, the frame and the rim are all converging on a central point underneath the instrument. I feel like that's really the heart of the piano. That really does help to optimize the full resonant quality of the instrument. With regard to the inner rim, the inner rim is very, very important with regards to sound production. When you're playing, the sound is reflecting back off the inner rim, so the material makeup of the rim is incredibly important. With the GX series, they use a combination of both large poured and small poured hardwoods. So with the small poured hardwoods, you're getting more kind of brighter, more brilliant quality to the sound, whereas with the large poured wood, you're getting perhaps a bit more richness, more depth as well. So you're getting perhaps a bit more colour across the whole range with this series. Another advantage of the GX3 is in this area. So this is the stretcher bar behind the floorboard. The stretcher bar of the GX3 is quite a lot thicker than that of the C3X. It's probably almost twice as thick, in fact. So it does really help to support the sound, give you a much more powerful tone overall. Both the GX3 and the C3X employ Duplex scale system, as you'd expect for grand pianos in this price range. But that's helping give you much more colour in the high treble range in particular. They both have 3 different lid prop levels. So if you don't necessarily want the lid all the way up, you can have it midway down or very close down to the rim. They both have soft close floorboards, so that obviously helps avoid any accidents. or indeed any damage to the polyester work of both pianos. In relation to peace of mind, there is quite a major difference between the Kawai GX series and the Yamaha CX series. So with the Yamaha C3X, for instance, you've got 5 years warranty included, but with the Kawai GX series, that's actually doubled. You've got 10 years warranty with these. So in both cases, both service and parts are covered, but of course, yeah, with the Kawai, you do have arguably a bit more peace of mind with that. So in terms of the sound differences between the GX3 and the C3X and their respective tonal characters, yeah, there are quite distinct differences, and a lot of this will come down to personal taste, of course. For me, I would say the Kawai GX3 perhaps does have quite a bit more depth to the sound overall, really from the bass to the treble section. Yeah, the bass in particular is quite noticeably fuller and rounder in quality. A lot of that, I'm sure, is down to what I mentioned earlier, the core system, where you've got, yeah, as I said, the frame, the rim and the back beams all converging into the sort of heart of the piano, as well as the thicker stretcher bar here. So that really does help to support the sound, particularly when you are playing quite loudly fortissimo, for instance. You're not losing any of the tonal quality of the sound. Some of that can kind of dissipate a little bit with the C3X, whereas with this one, with the GX3, it does sound like a bigger piano in a way. It really just sounds like it can handle just, yeah, a wider variety of tonal colours, and as I say, especially when you're playing with a more powerful tone. And in terms of the differences in touch between the two pianos, I would say again that the GX3 is slightly more responsive than the C3X. You can really feel the advantages of the Millennium 3 action with this and those lighter carbon fibre parts. So things like yeah, repetition, ornamentation, just anything where you're having to be quite light on the keys is, yeah, I would say, a little bit easier to do than with the Yamaha. Having said that, it is very nicely balanced in terms of the weighting of the key, so you do still have it's quick and light, but it also gives you quite a lot of control, so it's quite a decisive action, and yeah, it just feels very in control under the fingers when you're sculpting phrases and just really trying to control different tonal colours. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions about either these models, the GX3 or the C3X, or about any of our pianos, then you can visit our website, which is richardlawsonpianos.com. All of our contact information is on there. Also, always highly recommend making an appointment and coming and see the pianos for yourself, trying them out. This is fundamentally always down to personal choice, so you can do all of that via the website.